What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a pretty entertaining episode of SmackDown, the first one after SummerSlam. How you doing, Matthew?
Me, oh my. And all I want to say is phenomenal, phenomenal. Tonight's SmackDown was certainly it's not like it was Raw where it felt completely refreshing 100%, but you know what? Stars did get what they deserved and what the show opened up with. I think this was well deserved to see. In a match made backstage following Ricochet's reaction to McAfee's recap of his win over Happy Corbin from Saturday SummerSlam. The one and only Ricochet battled Corbin in singles competition to kick off SmackDown. I'm just super happy that we're able to see Ricochet kind of in that comfortable spotlight singles run. He's not being booked as a tag team where he's not getting that single spotlight. He's
Yeah,
getting
or the
or
job
that
push.
spotlight with another person. He's getting that single spotlight, and that's exactly what he needs because he thrives off of just singles competition. Even though he did get a win with McAfee, even there to help distract, a nice 630. It just was refreshing to see. And you know what? I think this Happy Corbin gimmick, it's gotta go. But Ricochet taking a win, it just was needed. Great match. Ricochet just always sells.
Oh yeah, gimmick aside, Happy Corbin really helped Ricochet build up his momentum as a single star. It was a hell
Yep.
of a way to kick off the show, and that 630, man, that's an impressive move to be able to flip as high as he did, only rivaling Montez Ford with how high he goes.
Oh man, you got that right on the spot. Now, from that great match, we actually moved to another singles match. Now, it was Ludwig Kaiser versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, if Ludwig Kaiser loses, all he does is he's just prone to more slaps from the Intercontinental Champion Gunther. And now, if Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Kaiser, he earns a Intercontinental Championship title opportunity against Gunther. It was a longer match on the show, but you know what? The talent's there. I feel it could have been a little bit better than what it was. I really do. A nice sense of urgency kind of for both men engaging in a nice fight. But Ludwig presented one last kind of late match surge, I guess you could say, but Nakamura put him down with a Kinshasa to set up a nice clash against Gunther next Friday night. So it's Gunther and Shinsuke Nakamura next Friday for that Intercontinental Championship. Now, that is much needed for Shinsuke, and we could tell Triple H is written all over that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, dude. Do you think Shinsuke is gonna get a better push now that Triple H is head of talent relations and is running kind of both Raw and SmackDown? Because you know
Yep.
how well he did in NXT.
Uh, Phenomenal. He just did just great.
And my
Um,
follow-up question is, do you think we're gonna have a new champion next week on SmackDown?
I do too. The thing about Gunther and it not being it's
He's
very tough to explain.
he's good, but like I just
He
don't see
he
him as
just
a
needs a little
champion.
bit longer. And you know what? The Intercontinental Championship, that was the right title to put on him. I don't want to say they put it on him too quick. I feel like there was just something better they could have done. But it 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 it's hard. I don't really have an answer to that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we're gonna see a new champion next week. But on to our next match, which was a banger, man.
It was a banger, but it was actually first followed by Liv Morgan attempting to kind of defend the outcome of her SummerSlam title defense against the rowdy Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam, and just it was kind of booed out of the building by fans who kind of sided with the um injustice
The
from
rowdy one, man.
Ronda Rousey. Yeah, a little heartbreaking, but it is what it is. But that kind of segued into Sonya Deville making her ring appearance to cut a nice promo on Morgan, actually segueing into the start of a gauntlet match to determine the next challenger for the SmackDown Women's Champion. So I think it was Deville who pinned Aaliyah, and then it was Raquel Rodriguez who entered the match third, and then proceeded to eliminate Deville, and then Shotzi, Xia Li, and Natalia, and then all variations of a power bomb. The arrival of Shayna Baszler brought up the end of Rodriguez's run as the Queen of Spades scored the win off a nice counter pinfall. So I think we are going to see a nice fight between Baszler and Liv Morgan. And you know what? I think Baszler really does deserve that. And you know whose name is written all over that once again? Triple
Triple
H.
H, baby. You know it. I
It
mean,
it it just it is, and all these NXT stars are getting what they finally deserve.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm just if you could tell, I have a huge smile from ear to ear on my face, man. Because honestly, just a few weeks ago, I forgot that Shayna Baszler was on the roster, and that's no discredit to her because she's a hell of an in-ring competitor. And
You
you know
said
what?
it.
Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan, this is a match that I'm very much looking forward to see. Shayna Baszler is an absolute technician, and Liv Morgan's a hell of a fighter, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, for sure. And Morgan wearing a brace on her arm, selling the effects of the armbar by Rousey at SummerSlam. It just was well thought out. But I'm just so happy for Shayna Baszler. But the new Vicious Viking Raiders make their way down against, I guess you could say, jobbers Tommy Gibson and Jim Mulkey. I never heard of these guys. I don't know what independent scene they're
I
in,
think they were
but
local guys.
yeah, definitely local. Just a nice power bomb by the Viking Raiders. I think it was Ivar who threw Eric on top of one of those jobber men, I guess you could say. Nice win over Mulkey and Gibson. Now, actually, what happened after this, after they attacked the jobbers, the New Day comes out and attacks the Viking Raiders with kendo sticks, and it kind of leads into a segue, I guess you could say. So I think we're going to have an upcoming feud with the new Vicious Viking Raiders and the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, man, I do like this rivalry. It was kind of getting stale for me, so I hope they inject it with some new kind of segments. You know, maybe the kendo sticks, maybe they have like a TLC match, a ladders match, something to
You know
bring
what?
it back
And
into
honestly, I
style.
wouldn't mind that. We haven't had a ladders match. We haven't had a tables match in quite some time in WWE. It's kind of like they keep those kind of secretive. They don't
For
have them
special
happen.
occasions. Yeah.
Correct. But nonetheless, honestly, a pretty good show thus far. Some good storytelling. But the way SmackDown opened up too, we also saw um the bloodline coming out of a nice Cadillac SUV accompanied by Roman Reigns, who is actually going to have some words with the new contender for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at Clash at the Castle. Now, Drew McIntyre, who won Saturday, or last Friday, I'm sorry, was facing Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle this year. Now, you know what? I really feel for Drew McIntyre. I think this is his time to finally shine, and that's what we got. A nice I think it was a promo between Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, and Drew McIntyre for our main event.
Yeah, dude, it was basically just a pop between the two superstars, kind of both hyping up their match for Clash of the Castle, and I think we will see a new champion come Clash of the Castle with Drew McIntyre holding both those championships tall, getting that well-deserved live crowd pop that he deserves from winning the championship.
Now, before I get into the exact few last minutes of the show, I want to talk to you about the New Day Quick and the Viking Raiders. I just want to pick your brain a little bit. What do you feel about this feud? Do you think we're going to see something with Big E return soon? Where do you think this is going to go? Do you think they're setting up a feud with the New Day and the Viking Raiders? Because it's only 2-on-2. Could there be somebody else joining the Viking Raiders? I'm just picking your brain a little bit, not really sure what they have in store, but what's going to happen when Big E comes back? Is he going to come back a singles run? Is he going to come back with the New Day? What do you think?
So two things. I watched that Up Up Down Down YouTube channel, and they posted a video. It's like they do Battle of the Brands,
Yep.
neither here nor there. But they actually had Big E in the back of the video, just kind of spectating it. No more neck brace. Looks like he's getting in one hell of a shape. He said he
Yep.
was about 245 right now, so he's building back up that muscle. So I think we're going to see the big man back
Yeah.
sooner rather than later. And I think they're going to push him as a single star, but also be part of the New Day still as well.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay, but before we end this video, so Roman Reigns does come out addressing the W Universe and stuff about Clash of the Castle against Drew McIntyre. Interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre just expressing his desire to fight tonight. Instead of an actual physical showdown between Drew and Roman Reigns, a familiar theme played throughout the arena in black and white engulfed the television screen. You know, it just was perfect. It was perfect, perfect,
You
perfect.
said it.
From out of nowhere, Karrion Kross making his SmackDown debut, attacking McIntyre and leaving him lying in the ring. I'm speechless. Doomsday has arrived, and you know what? I nobody was ready for that. Nobody.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was trying to hold off, see if anyone would stay to the end of the video.
Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross, man. It
Oh
just
man, it's about
perfect.
time. let's all forget about Karrion Kross's initial debut on the main roster. Let's all like erase that from our memories.
Yep.
This is what we wanted to see, man.
And they're putting them right at the title scene. They're putting at the top of the top. Perfect, because what they had him doing at the beginning, maybe a few months ago, they just put him to trash, and they're making us forget about that, and they're putting him right at the top, and that is such deserved.
Oh yeah, dude, I cannot wait. Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux, man, she's a hell of a wrestler too herself.
So absolutely. And you know what? Before we end this, I do see Karrion Kross. He's going to be certainly one of the newer champions in WWE. For him to make a statement against Drew McIntyre, the number one contender, versus the actual undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table now. For him to do that at something like a SmackDown, the home of the Bloodline, man, we know something's going to happen with Karrion Kross, and I think Triple H is in full force with these NXT call-ups.
Oh, dude, you know what? I'm here for it. It was a hell of a way to end SmackDown, man. The Triple H era has officially started, and it's been off to an awesome start. Let us know what you guys think about Triple H's head of creative decisions. Let us know what you thought about SmackDown, and we will have a NASCAR recap for you Sunday, and we will see you Tuesday with another Monday Night Raw recap. Until then, baby, peace out.
Like I always say, peace out.
Come on and